Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter. Hello, and welcome to the Ident Review Extra, the spin-off show that takes a look at one individual ident each episode and gives it the review it deserves. And this time around, we're embarking on a journey through the rhythm and movement idents that represented BBC One between 2002 and 2006. And as they say, it takes two to tango. If you've been following the sequences in this ident set so far, you'll know that dance is such a key component of what makes this set work. What better way to exemplify rhythm and movement than via the medium of dance? Ballet, salsa, or the slick choreography of a music video are just a few examples that we've viewed so far. But now we head back to the ballroom to take a look at another favourite technique amongst the Strictly crowd, the tango.
Join Boise and Marlene down on the farm with the green grass at 8:30. Now on BBC One, I've just got to pop to the corner shop.
Very eloquent indeed. The setting for this ident is Leadenhall Market, located in the city of London. Here we see a trio of couples take to the streets to dance a tango, supposedly under the element of pouring rain. Right from the get-go, we can see the common themes of this ident set carry on over to this sequence as well, namely the predominance of red in the colour scheme and the incorporation of the recurring musical motif. Although admittedly this time it's a lot more subtle, more suited to a tango absolutely, but perhaps not as obvious to the ear as some of the other variants. But outside of this visual and audio constant, the major factor to always look at with an ident like this is the dancing itself. The trio of couples we see dance execute the moves superbly, just as the other artists did in their respective idents. I can't see as much variety in the people themselves compared to a sequence like Salsa, but ultimately, if they had filled these streets with couples, combined with the scenery, it may have felt a little bit overcrowded. I like that the camera showcases all three, but in a similar critique to some of the other dance idents, I wish the camera would move around the different couples individually, focusing on how each of them expresses themselves differently. The tango, as with most dance techniques, has familiar moves, but they can be showcased in a whole number of ways, and being able to view each one individually would have been great, but as it stands, darting your eyes between the three of them isn't too disorientating. Tango first debuted in the first few days of 2003, gradually expanding the lineup of the rhythm and movement set as a whole. Like many of its peers, it wasn't tied to introducing one specific programme, but like with several other dance idents, it was an easy pick to usher in a show such as Strictly Come Dancing. I remember seeing it on Saturdays, whether that was before Doctor Who, Casualty, or some other programme on the weekend lineup. It was able to last all the way up until the Circle idents took over in October of 2006, but in the near 20 years since its debut, is it well remembered? With so many dance-based idents to arise from this era, it's understandable that some of them could get lost in the memories of viewers. From who I've talked to, people remember this one quite well, alongside other sequences like Tap Dogs for example. For me, it's not my favourite of the dance idents seen on BBC One at this time, but it certainly isn't a failure. If anything, it lives up to the remit of the concept, to display ordinary people exhibiting rhythm and movement in a whole variety of different styles. And so that brings us to the end of another episode of the Ident Review Extra. If you enjoyed this look back at Tango, then please leave a like, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to the channel for lots more ident related content. I've been Adam Martyn from AMTV. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, Brittany Fan 1999, Bruce Danton, The Broken Kitsumanoid, and Francine Salazar, our AMTV staff members.